What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with another video today. The Lakers, I'm going to just tell y'all who all they signed and what I think about it after. They have signed Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to a 2-year, $16 million deal. They have also signed Rajon Rondo. He will come back on a 2-year deal. They will also sign Javale Mcgee, who gave them 12 points and 7 rebounds on an $8.2 million deal, and that's a 2-year deal. So I like me some Javale Mcgee. He actually was in contention for Defensive Player of the Year early last season. Some people thought he had a legitimate shot. It sounded stupid. It sounded goofy, but it was the world that we live, walk and breathe and talk in. And, you know, the animals do live on this earth too. So JaVale McGee went from being a laughingstock to a champion to a potential Defensive Player of the Year player. Well, they're going to need that to back up AD because I feel like one of their biggest weaknesses is their defense. They bring back Pope. Pope was another Laker that people made fun of, which is hilarious to me because y'all signed Pope and y'all made fun of his contract. He comes back the next year, gets another enormous contract, and he didn't play that great again this season. And for some reason, because Rich Paul is his agent, wait, he's still on this team still. So the guy y'all been joking around about getting overpaid, not worth the money, gets paid, gets the money, and stays another couple years this season and gets paid again. He get paid less money, but he also still getting paid enough to stay in LA and have a chance to compete with the Lakers and still get paid some big money. So it's crazy how this worked out. Rondo was a guy that people felt like was going to really help the Los Angeles Lakers, and he got injured just like Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and even Lonzo Ball, and even LeBron went down. Even JaVale McGee went down with injury. So last year was a season that people felt like the Lakers was going to be a playoff team. People felt like the Lakers was going to go to the Western Conference Finals, and I was one of them that said they had a chance to go if everything went right. But through all the injuries, they ended up missing. So they only won 37 games. But I do like what the Lakers did. They are a deeper roster right now, and they decided to retain a lot of the same players for almost less money while also picking up DeMarcus Cousins and Jared Dudley, Troy Daniels, and even the rest of the guys. So I think the Lakers have a special team right now. Their bench is a lot better. They're a lot more deeper. They have quality players, not the B level, C level, D level players. They got some quality role players right now. So I think now it's just about getting some youth and some defenders. Right now, I think the only defender still is Danny Green, Anthony Davis. I don't know if you can live off that, especially in the playoffs. You need more defense than that. Rondo hasn't been a great defender for a while. LeBron hasn't been a great defender in a while. And right now, DeMarcus Cousins has been a terrible defender, not because he don't put effort, just because he just don't have the mobility anymore. So you have a lot of offensive weapons. You have a lot of versatility right now, but you still do need people that can guard multiple positions and put you in a position where you can guard the Kawhi Leonards, the Paul Georges, the Stephen Currys. You don't have nobody that can do that right now on this roster, and you can't just put Danny Green on everybody because Danny Green is a solid defender, but he's not an elite level defender anymore at this point in his career. But I do like these moves that they made. They made their roster a lot better than what people projected and what people thought. So you have to give them credit for that. But when you look at these acquisitions, it shows you that they have a lot of faith in AD and LeBron because these guys are solid players. They're not big difference makers to me. So I think that's going to be the biggest problem. Now that they lost out on Kawhi Leonard, they need that third glue guy that can really hold things together. And it might be Iguodala, but now they're saying Iguodala might not go to the Lakers. So I'm looking at Kyle Kuzma, I'm looking at LeBron, I'm looking at AD, and I'm looking like, is that really enough? Is that really enough to contend for a title? especially when you don't have no defenders really on the perimeter outside of Danny Green, and you only have really one interior defender and Anthony Davis. And Jared Dudley is not a great defender at this point in his career. He's at an advanced stage for his position. He can't really even guard twos or threes. He only can really guard fours because they're slower. But even the fours are starting to abuse him because now he has threes that's playing fours in small ball lineups that's eating him up. So that's going to be a problem. Um, they roster talent-wise, offensively. They got Caldwell-Pope. They got Green for the three-point shooting. They also got Troy Daniels for the three-point shooting. They also got another guy that I forgot his name, but they have some solid players on this roster. They just got to find that third guy. I think they spent a little bit too much money on Danny Green, if I had to be honest. They spent a little bit too much money on him. So I think that that's going to be a problem when they look at that starting lineup. And if AD or LeBron goes down, who is going to really carry this offense? Who is really going to step up and put the team on their back? Anthony Davis missed the playoffs last year, and so did LeBron because of injuries. LeBron got injured, got injured, the team tanked, and now that they only have a duo, and LeBron is at an advanced age, and he's no longer the player that he was before. He is still one of the best players in the world. He's just not the same player that he was 5 years ago, and obviously he shouldn't be because he is older. But I still think when I look at this roster, it's not enough. They still going to be one of the better teams because they have LeBron and AD, but that only takes you so far in the NBA. You still got to have the meat. You still got to have a full course meal to get all the nutrients that you need to succeed and be energized and be able to be full for the next meal or the next snack. And I don't think that they have that right now with this roster. So if the glue guy was Danny Green, he's not going to be that guy that gets it done. So I really want to see who they're going to pick that can really guard the other wings. Is LeBron going to have to reinvent himself? He don't have to carry the load as much now that he has AD in the interior. Is he going to be that defender, that lockdown guy? If we get a remotivated LeBron with Danny Green, I can see that really being something special. But if LeBron doesn't turn back the clock defensively, they're going to give up a lot of points just like they did last year. Last year, they wasn't a great defensive team either, and they didn't prioritize that so far this year in the free agency that what I'm seeing. So if they really are going to bring back Rondo, Danny Green, DeMarcus Cousins, JaVale McGee, and guys like that, I really want to see how is that going to really translate defensively, and will this team be able to contain themselves offensively? They got a lot of weapons, but it's not really at a super crazy level. It's really going to be dependent on how well LeBron and AD gel offensively. They look like a good pair on paper, but we still have to see how they work, and the role players is what makes that happen too. So Rondo is not a great shooter at that point guard position, so he's not going to give them that much floor spacing at that point of that position. And if you're just going to use Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Danny Green on the perimeter, I'm not too excited about that either. So um, this roster look mediocre outside of LeBron and AD, and I think that that's going to be the problem with the Lakers. Is they really good enough? And I don't really see that as I thought. I told you guys when they made that trade that having only $32 million to spend on role players, how are they going to break it up and how they are going to build this team? And we had to wait and see them do that. And if this is the best that they can really do, it's not enough to win the title. It's enough to make the playoffs. It's enough to be competitive because you have to rely so much on LeBron and AD. But if they crumble or fall or get injured, this team is going to crumble. Because the reason why I say that is if you look at the West right now and you look at the teams that got better, that added talent, every team that was at the top besides Denver, in my personal opinion, got significantly better, or even the Sacramentos and the Dallas, they got better. So to me, the Lakers had to make that power move, and it was getting AD, but you still have to have those impact guys that can really change a series, that can really have a great series. And outside of Danny Green, I don't really see that from none of these players besides DeMarcus Cousins. But he gives up so much defensively that at the end of the day, I don't think he can make that same impact because he's going to give up a lot defensively. Yeah, they got AD inside, but he only can cover his guy. And the way the NBA is going, most bigs like Jokic and them can stretch out the floor, which takes AD out of the paint, which allows them to pick and roll DeMarcus Cousins or go at LeBron in the switch. And teams love going at LeBron because he's not a great defender anymore. So that's going to be their biggest problem is defense and giving up points. And in the Western Conference, where everybody has a duo and everybody has, high scoring teams, and teammates, this team is going to get obliterated defensively. But there's not really too many great defenders left. So if I'm a Laker fan, I wouldn't be too happy right now. You try to get one of the best defenders in the world in Kawhi Leonard. It failed, and now you're paying a toll and a price for it by picking up these type of players that really don't push the button outside of DeMarcus and Danny Green. But if that's the case, this is what you have. This is what you got to go to war with. This is what you got to go to battle with. It is what it is, but they got to figure something else out before the season start to really have that legitimate chance of being the best team in the NBA. And I see a lot of other teams still making moves, so they can still pass up the Lakers too. Just because you have two superstars don't mean you're the best team in the NBA, because there's a lot of teams that have that now. So it makes you competitive. It makes you in an argument. But it's other teams right now, when I look at the complete roster and the talent around their stars, that are better right now than the Lakers. And if I'm a Laker fan, hey, I got LeBron and AD, but if you don't get the title, what's the point of having them? And that's the situation they in right now. But let me know if you guys like the Pope signing. Let me know if you all guys like the Rondo signing. Let me know if y'all even like them getting DeMarcus Cousins or Jared Dudley, or even just re-signing Pope. So I look at this team and I see a little bit of disappointment. They was excited when they made the trade, and it kind of died down right now. So Javale Mcgee is also another solid role player, but they need a little bit more than that, because you know they ain't having enough when it comes to the impact players. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about JaVale, Pope, and Rondo signing with the Lakers. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that likes the videos. Thanks for everybody that comments. I like the activity that you guys have shown. I answered comments that make sense, if that makes sense. And also, at the end of the day, if you like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies. I break down players. I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. I'm going.